you really can't hear it tick. My wife was like, "You're telling me something that isn't."
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I'm being honest with you.
Okay.
You hear it? It comes from the very front, and it's because what happens is the oil all just. What the mechanic told me is the oil all drains out. I find it hard to believe because I've built engines before.
Yeah.
But that's he was like, if it runs this good, this is a sweet running vehicle, is what he told me.
All right. Yeah, it sounds great. All right, now you said there was a couple of dents on here? And I'm just making a video for my parents. Okay, I see that, yep.
I didn't see that when I first got it.
Yeah. All right.
And this bumper's been hit in the rear. I mean, I kind of tried doing the best I could to paint it, to make it to where it was hit when I first got it. It's got a tow hitch on it. It's actually in pretty good condition. Now, the DVD doesn't work.
Okay.
It's up on the top.
Yeah.
It needs a screen for it. And it works if you put the power, and that's the little. There's a little red wire that's down by your left foot.
Yeah.
If you plug that into power, it will power up. But I never heard any sound or.
Okay.
And all I saw was a cracked screen.
Yeah. Yep.
All the windows work. So I'm going to say all the windows work in it. We'll turn on the lights and show you that. The front lights are
Kind of foggy.
But
Yeah.
you know, they're not, I will say this, they're not that expensive.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to put a set of lights. I found a really nice set of lights for like $250 for all the way around. It sounds a little expensive, but
Yeah. Well, have you tried those light cleaning kits?
you know what I heard works best? It's, I don't know if this is true or not. I think it's called Outdoors Woodsman Off or something like that. It was in the green can.
Yeah.
It's a spray can.
Yeah.
And I heard that you can rub that on here and it will clear it right up.
All right.
And the last thing is, and I forgot all about this until I talked to you, until I went in. The ABS light is on for whatever reason.
Okay.
I can't tell you the reason. I honestly, all I can say is the ABS light came on last year at some point.
All right.
You know, the seats, they both have power seats.
All right. But just want to try it out here.
Sure.
That's a pretty good seat. Has a little sunroof.
Yeah, it has a sunroof in it. And
All
it's
right.
powered too.
Which one's that?
I think it is. Which one is it? Let me go over on the other side.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
It's a good running car. Like I said, this car,
Yeah.
it's really fast. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't know how fast it is because it doesn't sound like it's that bad.
Yeah. Now, what's your story with this car? When did you buy it?
I bought it 3 years ago.
Okay.
And we bought it up in, it was just past Greenville.
Okay. All right.
I forget what the name of that town was.
Okay.
Taylor's.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I remember that place. Yeah.
And, you know, we put like 30,000 miles. See, here's the oil pressure. We're still setting it. The oil pressure, when she starts to get warm, the oil pressure will go down just below 40, and that gets me nervous a little bit, but it's still not bad. I mean, that's just me knowing.
Yeah.
You know, for a lot of people, they're like, oh, that's nothing, you know.
Yeah.
To me, I like it, and so I change it out. I mean, it's simple.
Yeah.
I'll throw $20 at it, and it lasts me for a while longer. That's why I said that's. Oh yeah, it's been. It's probably down a little bit. You know, it's probably sunk down in, and the I know the heat divider. I know that the divider has a problem with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it being a 99, and you know, I'll discount a little bit of it. You know, I don't mind discounting a little bit. I will say the radio is awesome. Of course, we don't have.
Now through Thursday, February 15th. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness.
I'm not sure if the heaters still work in the seats, but I'm not a smoker. You know, this never, you know, I know that this has a cigarette burn up here, but I smoked cigarettes 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't smoke cigarettes no more.
Now, could you get the car to move a little bit?
Sure.
But you know something? Maybe your current position in your career isn't where you're supposed to be. You've impressed the boss. Maybe it's time to be your own.
Okay.
I got this in here so tight.
Yeah. I guess that's okay. Now, if I'm, what I want to do is my parents are going to be here next week, and this is one of the cars I wanted to show them. Would it be possible for us to, like, just drive it on the street for a little bit?
Right now?
When they come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's still around, there's a few guys, and I'm not gonna pressure anybody. I mean, it's because I honestly don't need to sell this car.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how I look at it. That's why I've got this to sell, I've got that to sell, I've got this to sell and back, and I've got 2 other vehicles that those 2 are registered. So I don't really need to sell them, but of course. If it's around, I would be more than happy to, you know, we can go around. This is a horseshoe, and I mean, I don't mind going around the horseshoe. I don't want to go out on the open street.
Okay.
You know, and I can tell you this, she gets up to about 60 and about just like that.
All right. Yeah, well, I guess I just want to, I mean, obviously I would like to show my parents here, but if you sell it, you sell it. I mean, you got to do what's right for you. Yeah.
You know, it really depends on, like I said, it depends a lot on, you know, what it really depends on to me is what, because I won't, like anybody that, I've had people already talk to me about trying to lowball me. Like I've already had, I'll give you $900 cash for it right now.
We're not talking anything like that.
Right,
I mean,
I'll give this car to somebody before I would let it do that.
Yeah, I understand that.
My mom needs a car as bad as anybody else, but I would probably the lowest that she'll let me sell it for is maybe around $1,600.
All right.
You know, giving you an idea. I mean, I don't think that she'll go any lower than $1,600, and I mean, that's just, you didn't hear that from me.
Okay.
So, I mean, honestly, because she'll be like, because she wants $2,500. I've seen these things go for $2,500, but I don't, you know, I want to find somebody that needs it. That you know, if I'll put it to you this way: if it was for your parents and they're moving in to South Carolina, and all they're gonna do is go and get groceries and go back, you know, maybe go to church and go and get groceries, and you know, if they're not doing a lot of traveling, this is a very dependable car.
Yeah.
I will say that.
All right.
That being said, I mean, we used to drive this about as much as I used to love to drive my truck.
Yeah.
And we really like this car. We used to take this to Greenwood and go thrifting.
Yeah.
And we would burn. Greenwood's about 35 or 40 miles one way, and then we'd come back and loop through Honey Path.
Yeah.
And come back down through that way, and we would burn roughly just about 3 gallons of gas. I mean, I don't know, you know, it might be, I would say about 3 gallons or less.
Okay.
Which is $6 or $7 of fuel.
Yeah.
To go up there and travel around and come back was just pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
And you know, you never have to really. At $2,000, $2,000, this thing goes at about 70 miles an hour, and I mean, it doesn't. The fastest I've ever had it was like 85, and I didn't mean to, and Lisa got really mad at me because she was like, I forget what somebody did, but I put my foot down for you know, probably about 10 seconds or something, and we were flying. And it does have a spare. I will say that the spare is pretty decent. The tires on this are really good. It has new shocks on it. You know, so it's smooth going down the road.
Yeah.
And the brakes, it has the drilled slotted rotors, because this car was, like, when we first got this car, one of the things I noticed was how fast it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can get going from 0 to 50, and I'm not talking about flooring it. I'm talking about just, you know, putting it down mildly.
Yeah.
And you have to hit the brakes. Got to have something to stop it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I put some drilled slotted rotor on here. And it helps stop it. This thing stops pretty good. Because I replaced that door window motor myself.
Yeah.
And all the rest of them work. I mean, the only reason why I replaced that was because my granddaughter sits back there. And if she can't, you know, she doesn't really not supposed to roll up or down the window, but you know how kids are sometimes. And it should roll up and down anyway. I mean, it's, you know, so.
Okay. All right.
That's the only, that's about it. I think that,
all right.
you know, we,